podcast party. Descent into Avernus.
My name is Ofelia Liadon. My friends and I have come down into the sewers beneath Vanthampur Villa to stop a plot to drag the city of Baldur's Gate into hell. We finally caught up with Duke Thalamra Vanthampur, but unfortunately she's not alone. And now we're facing her in an underground temple full of cultists and a horrible barbed devil.
Okay. From behind all of these cultists and all of these devils, a familiar face pops into view, turning into the doorway, leaning in a way that suggests that maybe she's kind of loving this. She says, "Hello, dearest. Remember me?" "You won't remember anything after I'm done with you." And she presses her hands into a curved shape and then shoots them out at the doorway. And everything goes black.
Uh-oh.
She has cast a spell called Darkness.
Yep.
And has coated the room in inky Vanta black.
Serious black.
Serious black.
No one knows daylight, do they?
That is Thalamra Vanthampur's turn. This creature that Ofelia has laid her eyes upon, you hear its massive footfalls. And this will be at disadvantage because it can't see into the darkness. You hear, who turned off the lights? And you feel them sort of whiz past your face and strike against the back wall. Two sort of fire motes swirl past you, and then you just hear a voice from beyond the door go. And then as whatever just stepped into the doorway has made the person in front of you emit this sort of shriek of surprise. Renascence, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm sort of guessing that the thing is right in front of me.
You smell some rank, foul smell that wasn't there 2 seconds before.
Okay. I want to try to get out of this darkness. So I'm actually going to try to squeeze round it. Can I get in here?
Unfortunately not, because that is a hard corner.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to try to shove it backwards.
Okay. Fantastic. So that is an opposed athletics check.
Only a 10 for me.
Oh, he rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I shove him back 5 feet.
Your hands lay on this creature, and as you do, you feel your hands are pierced with these awful barbs. You will take some damage just from touching this thing, but you are able to shove it. You'll take 6 piercing damage as you shove this thing 5 feet from you. And then you hear clang, clang.
I step forward into the gap that I've created.
Okay, you can now see again, and you see behind you in the doorway is just swirling darkness.
Got it. Still got a bonus action. I clear my throat, and I spit my last fire spitball at Duke Thalamra Vanthampur.
Okay, very good.
A DC 13 dex save for her.
She fails with a 10.
All right.
Get her.
She takes 10 fire damage.
Okay, the spitball goes across the room, lands on her, you hear her flesh sizzle, and she goes, "Ugh! God damn it!" And her eyes glow again with this purple light. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Only a 4.
Okay, that's a failure, unfortunately. You will take some fire damage. Luckily, you are a tiefling and are resistant.
Yep. Plus I've got Gogs.
Okay, you will take half of 17, so you will get 8 fire damage on you. It's almost like pitching fire back and forth. You spit at her, she throws fire at you. It's a fire party. Who knows?
Got it. Now question. Was she concentrating on that darkness spell?
Yes, she was. So she will have to do a constitution saving throw.
Right on.
How much damage? That was...
I did 10 fire damage.
Okay, so the DC is 10. And she fails with an 8.
Awesome.
So the darkness completely dissipates into the air.
So great.
Okay. Yeah, stay where I am. I'm not in a good spot. At least the spell's down.
It is indeed. Good job, Renascence. All right. There are 2 remaining cultists in this room. They both will move on either side of you, Renascence, and flank you. and they will both attack you with advantage. Getting 22s apiece.
Oh, they both hit.
Oh, shit.
That's a total of 12 damage.
Ah.
Slash, slash, and you're pinioned in between these three foes. The awful barbed devil in front of you, the cultist on either side of you. Corbin, you're up.
Okay, question DM. Can I move onto Ren's spot and cast a spell?
Yes, you can, as long as you don't end your turn in his spot.
All right. So I am in his spot right now, and I'm going to say, "You mortar, burn them all." And I'm going to cast Word of Radiance.
Nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yes, yes, yes.
So good.
Okay, so a DC 14 con save for everybody.
All right, incoming. Unfortunately, the two cultists get an 18 and a 20.
Oh!
So none of them take 1 point of damage.
Oh my god. Oh no.
That thing is ugly. And then he is going to take one op attack and sidestep between the one cultist and the devil.
Okay, very good. That's a 20 with advantage. Non-natural though. That's 3 slashing damage.
Oh. The small of the back. Got a little bit. And that's my turn.
All right, Hylan, you're up.
5, 10, 15. I'm now in Renaissance's space. And I go 20. And I'm going to take the op attack from the cultist.
All right. That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
2 slashing damage.
Okay. That wasn't so bad. So I'm going to then take the op attack to go behind this devil.
Okay. Can't do 2 op attacks, right? He's used his reaction already.
Great. So now I'm flanking this horrible thing with Renaissance.
Yes, indeed you are.
And I'm going to shank it twice.
Do it.
The 24 to
Nice.
hit.
Yes, indeed. That will hit.
Okay, terrible rolls. That's 4 psychic and 3 sneak attack for a total of 7 on the first hit.
All right.
Second one, 20.
All right, very good. Yeah, a 20 will hit, indeed.
That's 4 psychic damage.
All right, so you're able to just give it the old 1-2, and your psychic blades, the first time that you actually touch this creature, luckily not with a physical weapon, you do not feel the same burning, stinging, piercing damage that Renascence did when he shoved into this creature. Luckily enough, but you do see that the creature is very much affected as it screams and its tongue, again, lolls out and this sort of green ichor falls out of its mouth.
Okay. No, I'll stay where I am. I'm kind of screwed. I'll stay where I am.
All right. Reya, meanwhile, in the hallway, runs down the hall, shoves her way into the door where Falaster has run in. Reya runs into the room, pulls her crossbow off of her back, aims as best she can for this awful devil creature and says, "Die, fiend!" and fires once at the devil.
Crit would be nice.
Oh, she got a 5.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Sails past Hylan and Renascence and lands somewhere in the room. Falaster then takes his opportunity. There's a bit of a log jam here at the door, and he has no ranged weapons. All he can do is throw his dagger, essentially. And he can't attack the cultists because they're right inside the door frame. Eek! He sort of stumbles a little bit and he says, everybody's all pushed in. I can't get in there. And then he just hides behind Reya and takes the dodge action. Ofelia, your turn.
Ofelia will move in the doorway, but not in the room. She will use her final fire breath charge to spit flames once again at Thalamra Vanthampur. She will need to make a DC 13 dex save.
All right. She got a 6.
Okay.
Man, you guys are spitting fire all over the place. I love
She
it.
will take, once again, the dice have blessed
God.
me.
Yes!
Will take
Nice.
20 fire damage.
Nice.
All right, this enormous glob of fire sails in an arc over Renascence, over the devil, over Hylan's head. You guys watch it as it goes, sort of slow-mo Matrix version, and just Thalamra like sees it come, she goes, "Ah!" and it just lands on her dress. She tries to put it out, and she's like, "Oh, ow, ow, oh, this is hot."
That laugh was in character.
And a lot of her flesh has sizzled off. Of course it was. But she's very badly burned, but not dead yet. Anything else, Ofelia?
Yes, of the 2 cultists on either side of the devil, is one looking more injured than the other?
Neither of them have been touched.
She moves back away from the doorway,
Okay.
and then The cultist that is to the right of Renascence, she begins to play her violin and she says, "Though this be madness, yet there's method in it." And she is going to cast Crown of
Ooh,
Madness.
what does that do? Tell us.
Well, he needs to make
Okay.
a wisdom saving throw.
He got a 14.
So nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Oh, yeah, nothing happens. He just hears a creepy thing. And with that, she'll end her turn where she is.
Okay. It is now Duke Thalamra Vanthampur's turn. She's not looking good, I'll be honest. And she is not happy. She looks over at you, Hylan. You sort of catch her glance, and she says, "Oh, all my love to you, dear, me puppet." And then she points both fingers at you like finger guns, and little purple motes appear at her fingertips, and they fly out at you. And she casts Eldritch Blast twice.
Yeah, I knew she was a warlock.
The first attack is a 13.
That misses.
The second attack is a 25.
That hits.
That's 11 force damage.
Okay.
All right. And then, having blasted out her two little finger guns of Eldritch Blast, she retreats to the back corner of the room and says, "Oh yes, get her!" and seems to be quite close to a door at the north
Swear to God, I
section
knew
of
there was
the
another
room.
fucking door.
Can't stand her.
Me neither.
All right. The
Evil Mrs. Doubtfire.
She really is. You're welcome. Yeah, so Thalamra is at the door. She's probably going to make her escape. The creature who she called out some kind of a name, Odious, sort of looks back at Thalamra, goes, says a word. What languages do you all speak?
Infernal.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Infernal would be the one.
Infernal.
I think we
Abyssal.
learned that everyone
Let's go.
except Hylan speaks Infernal.
Okay, fantastic. Lucky for you all, this is a word that you recognize. The subtitle underneath this creature's word would be, "Oh, fuck me, why?" And so I guess it's actually technically 3 words.
Well, maybe there's an infernal expression for all those things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. It translates roughly as "oh fuck me, why."
It's a silent O.
I'll remember that when I go for my infernal classes over at the university. It's always the silent O.
Hylan's terrible at languages, so.
All right, so the creature turns towards its closest target, who has been hampering it quite a lot, who's not between 2 cultists. It's like between 2 ferns. And that is you, Hylan. And you see that its tail comes up in sort of like a rattle-like fashion, and he, or it, I shall say, will grab at you with its 2 massive, spiky, barbed claws, and then try to whack you with its tail.
That sounds fun.
The first claw attack is a 13.
That misses. I duck.
The second claw attack is an 18.
That hits.
9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then comes in with its tail. Oh no.
If this is a crit, it's bad.
It is a crit.
Okay. Uh-huh.
That's a total of 18 piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Whoopsh. And just a gout of blood comes out of Hylan's mouth as she sinks to the ground. Renascence, it's your turn.
Okay. Hylan, I'm tired of being flanked by these cultists, so I'm gonna step so that I'm flanking the devil with Corbin. And
Nice.
then I reach out, pull off my glove, I reach out and bend down and lay a hand on Hylan's ankle, and I am gonna lay on hands for 1 hit point.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You come back to consciousness. For just a brief second, Hylan, as you were falling to the ground, you saw a brilliant light above you and a scaly hand reaching down. No, that couldn't be. And then you come back to life.
And that will end my turn, because that is an action to do that.
Okay. The 2 cultists then go. One will attack Corbin, one will attack Renascence. Both will miss on both of you. A 5 and a 13.
Nice.
Corbin, you're up.
Corbin is going to hold up his shield up high above his head and go, "Ilmata, bring us twilight." And he's going to cast his Twilight Sanctuary.
Very nice.
For everybody, Twilight Sanctuary, 30-foot radius. So everyone within, all my friends within 30 feet of me. And at the end of everybody's turn, they get 1d6 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Awesome.
or they can end the charmed or frightened condition.
Very cool.
And Corbin got 6 temp hit points, and that's his turn.
Super duper. Hylan, you are up. You have 1 hit point and are prone on the ground.
Okay. I really want to get her, but this devil is the most important thing in the room right now.
Get away.
Don't let her get away.
All right, they see me looking at this devil, and they're all telling me.
Everyone's telling you. Even Gargs is like, don't let her get away.
Okay. Guards. Okay, I'll stand up.
All right.
I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to throw 2 Psychic Blades at Duke Thalamra Vanthampur.
Love it.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yes, indeed, will hit. Very nice.
That's 8 psychic damage on the first hit.
All right.
And the 19 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit too.
And that's a whopping 4 points of psychic damage.
Whittling her down little by little, she feels these blades sink into her back. You hear her go, "Ah!" Her hands rest on the 2 doorknobs that would open her way to escape potentially into another area.
And that's it. That's my turn. I just kind of breathe heavily with my 1 hit point.
Roll your temp HP.
Right. Yay!
Yeah, roll those temps.
I get 8 temporary hit points.
Love it. Reya charges in, screaming, seeing that she has a way paved for her at this devil. And she strikes at it with her longsword. Twice. Oh, may not hit. Hits once, doing some slashing damage. You do see that her sword strikes it pretty soundly, but indeed the flesh only sort of bends in a little bit, and you see a little sort of green blood issue forth, and this creature just... Reya looks at this creature going... and then looks down at her hands, and you see that her hands are bleeding. She has taken some piercing damage from having hit this creature with a melee attack. 3 piercing damage. All right, Falaster flips the dagger in the air, grabs it by the blade, and throws it through the air over Reya's shoulder and says, "Catch this!" And he will make a dagger attack. And will miss. The dagger goes sailing into the room. He says, "Oh, shit." Ofelia, your turn.
Okay. Ofelia will once again step into the doorway. Okay. Ophelia's eyes roll back in her head. She begins to play the violin and she's whispering to herself, but no one can really hear what she's saying. And she casts dissonant whispers on Thalamra Vanthampur.
Your eyes, as you say, roll back into your head, and just for a moment, Ofelia, you hear a voice that says, almost like a memory, it says, "Beautiful, no? It's my finest masterwork. Think of all the good we can do here." And then that voice fades, and Thalamra rolls her saving throw and gets a 17.
Damn it.
The one wisdom throw she does well on. Well, she'll still take half damage,
Okay.
so that's, I rolled a 5 psychic damage, so that'll be 2.
Okay, 2 psychic damage. Anything else, Ofelia?
Renaissance, I believe in you, she says. She sings and gives Renaissance Bardic Inspiration.
Cheers. Won't waste it.
Very good. As a final fuck you, Thalamra fires 2 Eldritch Blasts. The first one fires at Hylan, as she's clearly the one who's after her and doesn't like being psychic daggered in the back. That's a 21 to hit. 10 force damage.
I had 8 temporary hit points and 1 hit point, so I'm unconscious again.
Thalamra fires another one into your corpse, Hylan. If it hits, this will be a single, because it's a ranged attack, not a melee attack. If it hits, it will be a single death saving throw lost. It's at disadvantage because she is prone. With disadvantage, that is a 14.
That misses.
All right, it splats on the pavestone near your fallen body. She says, "Ah, drat!" And then she grabs the door next to her and heaves it open. And you see beyond her position another sewage hallway. And she runs out and takes a quick left. And that is her turn. The devil, this creature, odious as he is so named, will make 3 attacks. 2 on Corbin, 1 on Renaissance.
Jesus.
Yeah. Renaissance, you'll get the tail, and the 2 claws will go on Corbin. Corbin, the first one's at 25 with his first claw.
Oh, that hit.
9 piercing damage. The second one, not so good. That's 11. That will miss you. The tail will come around and hit with a 21. That will hit.
Target.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks.
Cutting words him.
I'll allow it.
I can.
Do you have another bardic inspiration to use it?
I have one more. Yeah, I'll do it.
That would auto fail then if you cast cutting words. It doesn't matter how much you roll because it's target. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
What do you say as this tail comes swinging into Renaissance's head?
Pathetic. I've seen longer tails on a lizard.
Love it.
I don't. That's a terrible one. I don't know.
Clearly, Odious doesn't like lizards.
no,
so hey, or being compared to them. As the tail just like hesitates for a second, Renaissance, you're like, and duck just underneath.
Thank you, Ofelia.
You're welcome.
Okay, Renaissance, it's your turn.
Okay, I bend down again, grab Hylan's leg again, and lay on hands for 1 hit point.
All right,
God.
works for me.
I could do this all day, as long as it's just 1 hit point, and actually only one more time.
Okay.
I do want to remind everybody we have healing
You
potions.
do.
Got it. And Renaissance got 10 temporary hit points.
Very nice.
Super
Very nice. Very useful. All right, the cultists will both attack again. Corbin and Renaissance, 1 apiece, both missing. 5 and 12. Corbin, you're up.
Awesome. Get this devil.
Corbin is going to stay where he is, and he's going to say, Il Morta, burn him, Il Morta, and he's going to once again cast Word of Radiance, and he can get 1 cultist and the devil.
All right.
Constitution save, DC 14.
I got a 19, the devil good, I should say. 19 con save.
Nothing.
This cultist down here, who has not actually been hit yet, amazingly so, will make a con save, and will get an 8.
He takes 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay, it's enough. He goes, ah! And he like grabs his arm as if his skin is burning from within. Anything else, Corbin?
I'm just going to roll my temp HP, which is, I'm going to get 10 also.
Hylan, it is your turn.
Okay, Hylan is just up and then she's passed out and she's up and she's down, so she's gonna use half her movement to get up. She's gonna bonus action disengage.
All right.
She's gonna move back towards the door that Van Fuckface ran through, and she's gonna move back 15 feet with the rest of her movement.
Okay.
And then she's going to throw a psychic dagger at the devil.
Do it.
It's a 14.
14 will not hit.
Damn it! I hate this thing.
Comes real close, whistles over the thing's head, and it sort of turns in your direction as it senses this blade just missing it.
I'm sorry. And I stay where I am.
Okay.
Take your temp HP.
Thank you.
Okay. Reya now goes, she says, and she sort of looks to both sides of her, and she does almost like a samurai move. Straight down with the attack, and then pivots, and then straight down with the other side.
Awesome.
So let's see how well she does. Remember, she's only 16. You gotta give her some breaks here. Whoa, she might hit with both. Yes, she does. Holy shit.
Great.
All right, she takes 1 out completely, just splits him right down the middle. He falls to the ground in a heap. The other one wounds very badly, just stabs right through his chest and kicks her sword off of this guy's chest. He gasps, spits blood on the floor, but he's still alive. Falaster takes the dodge action because he has no option. He's way in the back, and Ofelia is in front of him, unfortunately. So it is now your turn, Ofelia.
Ophelia steps through the doorway into the space that Reya is occupying, and she will stab the remaining cultist to her right with her rapier.
All right.
That's a 13 AC.
A 13 will hit.
Oh, thank God.
Yes! He's gonna take 10 piercing damage.
All right, you lunge at him.
Yes.
Shink right through him. He gasps for air and then falls to the ground.
Nice. Okay. Ophelia will then carefully maneuver to the side of Reya and then make her way around to the back of the devil.
Okay.
Nice.
So there is now a nice wide open doorway for Falaster. That's it for me.
Super duper. Okay. Duke Thalamra Vanthampur has run out of the room and beyond Hylan's sight, but she does something you're not quite sure what she does because you are not within her sight to see her. That's all I have to say about that.
Does something stupid with her stupid face.
It's possible.
We can neither confirm nor deny.
Stupid face may have actually occurred, maybe not. You do not know. The devil, who is surrounded on all sides by foes, gives no fucks about any of this, and he will just lash out. He has 3 melee attacks, and he will launch his first attack at Ofelia with a claw. That's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 piercing damage.
Ouch.
He will make another claw attack on you. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit as well.
That is another 8 piercing damage. And then he will, seeing that he finally has dropped through your temporary hit points, will make a whipping tail action against you and gets a 15.
That is target.
Oh, that is 10 piercing damage.
Ouch. I am down, unconscious on the
Oh,
ground.
shiza.
Damn it.
All I get to do in this fight is this move that I'm about to do.
The devil.
Seriously, hit the
I'll
devil,
get her.
Tal.
Hit the devil.
Hit the
I
devil
mean, you
because...
have a cleric. I mean,
Yeah,
Cleric has no spells.
Nothing left.
oh
we
no.
also, listen,
oh,
Tal, we all have healing potions. There's at least one round. I'm not gonna die in one round, you know, presumably. Okay.
I don't like playing that game.
No, that'll work. It'll work out fine. Don't worry about it. Trust
Oh
me.
yeah,
Trust
absolutely.
me.
It'll
Trust
work
the
out
cleric.
just great. Yeah,
We
absolutely.
definitely won't roll 3 7s.
Someone can heal me on the you
Yes,
know,
you did.
like
That's true.
I don't trust this thing to just take its next turn and hit you 3 times, and that'll be the end of you.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
possible. He might not even need to hit you 3 times. He only needs to hit you twice. Renaissance, you are up.
Yeah, I bend down and I lay on hands for 1 hit point. That is my last one.
All right. Renaissance pours his healing energies out into Ofelia, and Ofelia, you get back 1 hit point. And you are conscious, but prone.
Yeah, that's my turn.
There are no cultists left. Oh my god, there are no cultists left. Unbelievable. All right, Corbin, you're up.
Corbin is just going to bolt from this devil, so he'll take the op attack.
All right, he'll hit you with his tail,
Yeah, I figured.
and it has a 5-foot reach. That's a nat 1. He missed.
He missed. And I'm going to use my action to run out into the hall.
All right.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, you run out into the hallway. How far does your sight go, actually, Corbin?
I have regular 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay, about 60 feet down, your sight ends, but you do see glowing in the light of their green lanterns 2 cultists who seem to be running in your direction.
Of a bitch.
Before I leave the room, I say, "My twilight comes with me," and that's it.
Hylan, it's now yours.
I'm gonna just go right outside the door so I can see Corbin and this devil, and I will throw 2 psychic blades at this devil.
The range on your psychic blades is 60 feet?
60 feet.
Super.
That is a 10.
10 will miss, unfortunately.
Okay, on the first one. And the second one is a non-natural 20.
Yeah, 20 will definitely hit.
Okay. That's 6 psychic damage and 10 sneak attack damage for a total
Awesome.
of 16.
Oh, that took a big chunk out of him. Not happy about that. Hits him right in the sort of soft spot underneath his ribs. You see him sort of grasp the area, go.
I'm just gonna stay in the doorway.
All right, very cool. Seeing as there are no other foes other than this devil, Reya sort of prepares for the fight of her young life and says, "Have at thee, fiend!" and swings twice. Only hitting once, doing a certain amount of slashing damage. She probably could have done better if she had a magical sword. Falaster, seeing his opportunity, runs in behind Reya, grabbing onto her back, seeing around the room, looking at this creature going, "What in the..." and then pulls out his short sword.
Flank with me. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he nods at you. He's like, yeah, flanking. I don't know what that means, but let's do it. And then he hits the creature on its exposed back, or attempts to anyway. A 22, doing only 1 hit point worth of damage. But he draws blood and he goes, "Okay, flank away." Ofelia, your turn.
Okay, Ofelia stands up with her 1 hit point. And she too knows the power of flanking and is
my.
flanking with Reya. She will attempt to stab this guy with her rapier. She says, "I am not afraid of you anymore." And she's gonna hit with a 22.
Yes, indeed.
7 piercing damage.
Okay, as you sink your rapier deep into this creature's flesh, you, like Falaster, also sort of feel a stinging pain in your hands. You will both take, I will roll Falaster's first, 5 on Falaster and 5 on you, Ofelia.
Well, I'm back
Oh
down.
no, that's not good.
Oh no!
Okay, Ofelia, you stab into the creature, and one of these things just rakes across your arm and opens up a vein, and you go, ah! And falls onto the ground.
Hi, everybody. The show will be back in just a minute for the second half. But right now I'm going to tell you about our October live event, free online games, a Sararak's collection of complex traps, and more. As always, we're offering monthly free online adventures with our Dungeon Masters. These free games fill up quickly, so if you'd like to grab a spot, you should join our email list or our Discord server. Links to both can be found at cast-party.com. On Discord, you can also be a part of our free bonus live audio show, Power Word Talk. And of course, our professional Dungeon Masters are available to hire for special occasions, parties, corporate team building events, or anytime you need an adventure. Check us out at cast-party.com and follow us on Facebook at CastPartyDND or Twitter at CastParty2. If you're looking for a great Halloween adventure for your group, look no further than the gold bestseller Secrets of the Blind Palace, which author Tal Aviezer will be happy to run online for you and your friends. The wealthy Von Crofts hire a party of adventurers to find the body of their dead son in a haunted pleasure palace and bring him back to life. To aid in their quest, the resurrectionists are provided with a guide, the only survivor of the previous expedition, a bard who has been unable to speak a word or sing a note since she escaped from the Blind Palace. Secrets of the Blind Palace was inspired by the poem The Haunted Palace by Edgar Allan Poe, and the novels Great Expectations by Charles Dickens and The Shining by Stephen King, and by the Evil Dead movies. If this sounds fun, visit cast-party.com for full details or email us at info@cast-party.com, and we'll work out a date to run it for your group. Finally, check out a Sararak's collection of complex traps, new at dmsguild.com and already a bestseller, featuring 13 dastardly creations to challenge your players, curated by the trap master himself, a Sararak. And one of those traps is Professor Strickriddle's... I could never say this. And one of those traps is Professor Strickriddle's Haunted Schoolroom by our very own Tal Aviezer. If you enjoy Podcast Party Descent into Avernus, please follow the show, rate us, leave us a review. We're doing this as a labor of love, and it really helps us a lot. We'd love to hear from you. Message us on social media or email us at info@cast-party.com. Thanks very much for listening. And now, back to our adventure in Baldur's Gate.
Anything else, Ofelia? Oh, what am I talking about? You're down at this point.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's it for me. Maybe somebody wants to remind an NPC that I have a healing potion if they don't want to spend their action doing it. I'm just,
Love it. Okay. Corbin, from around the corner, you hear, surprise! And Vanthampur comes out from hiding behind the corner and fires 2 Eldritch blasts right in your direction.
Oh my god.
I think she misses with both. An 8 and a 17.
My armor class is 18, so she missed with
damn
both.
it.
One pings right off my shield.
Yeah, she's like, get him! And she points at the cultists running in your direction.
Oh, more cultists.
More cultists. A 19, so they'll go on the next turn.
Wow, they roll really well.
They do. I guess it's just fate.
This is really bad.
Okay, that is Duke Thalamra Vanthampur's turn. Here we go. Ooh, is he chaotic evil? Let's check how evil this devil is.
Probably lawful evil.
He's lawful evil. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he looks down at Ophelia's corpse and he's like, and the subtitle for those of you who speak Infernal is not worth my time.
It's like a dog bearing something in his hand.
Exactly.
No one's even tried to speak to this thing.
I mean,
I don't think you guys have wanted to.
I just
don't
think
know.
it's hilarious
up to
that you could.
I mean, you can certainly try it. Guys have been like beating the shit out of the thing, and the thing is holding its own. It will make a multi-attack on the 3 creatures around him, except for Ofelia. That is Falaster, Renascence, and Reya.
Reya had temp HP too, which I also rolled.
She did. And I think she got a 6 on that too. All right, so let's go with Renascence first. That is an 8 against Renascence.
God.
No, I dodged the tail.
Second attack is a 12 against Falaster. Falaster has a 12 AC, unfortunately, and that does 9 piercing damage. But he had, some of that was temp HP, so he only takes 3.
Coming down to Falaster.
And then the third, he wings around with his tail to hit Reya in the face, presumably. And gets a 16, and Reya lifts her shield in time, and the tail pings off of it. Renascence, it's now your turn.
Okay, I scream at Falaster, Ofelia has a potion, find it and feed it to her. And I have to break this cycle of dysfunction.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to
I love this
easy chain my paladin abilities together. Watch this. I harness divine power,
Okay.
earning my channel divinity to give myself a first level spell slot back.
I know what you're doing. This is good.
Now I attack the devil with advantage because I am flanking with Falaster. It's a natural 20.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, yes. I love
Okay.
it.
So I dump a divine smite on it as well.
Yeah, you do.
I will crit the divine smite. Yeah, absolutely.
The
Oh, that's a
boy.
lot of numbers.
Okay, so it's 14 normal slashing damage, I assume reduced to 7.
Correct.
Then, and it is a fiend, correct?
It is.
It is going to take 6d8 radiant.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it is.
27 radiant damage.
27 radiant damage. Jeez.
Nice.
Okay, that is a humongous blow to this creature. You guys see this golden light expel from Renascence's sword as he screams in fury, and the blade severs this creature's arm, and it falls on the ground. So he now only has 1 claw left. Green blood is just fountaining out of this creature's arm.
Wow, thank God you did that, because this is not
Oh
dead
my
yet.
God.
Yeah. Falaster, do the thing that I said.
He says, "My name is Falaster, get it right!"
That's the end of my turn.
All right. The cultists, meanwhile, will rush at Corbin, screaming and close the distance, but do not get the opportunity to strike at you. But you see that they have their scimitars out, Corbin. It is now your turn to do something to them.
All right. Corbin is going to run up, right up next to them. And he is once again going to say, Il Morta. And I'm going to try again with this cantrip that I was so excited to get. Word of Radiance. DC 14 con save.
They both fail, 12 and 7.
They both take 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay. The light of Ilmater blinds them momentarily and burns them from within. And they do not fall, but they are hurt, definitely.
And in Infernal, I say to the Mrs. Doubtfire there,
Yeah.
I'm coming for you. You'll head this sword.
and that's it. I'm done.
Okay.
And I have max temp HP, so I'll just leave it.
She says, "Oh, don't you worry. Help is on the way, dear." And she smiles.
There's more help. Shit.
Okay. That is Corbin's turn. Hylan, you're up.
Okay. This is a shit show. I'm going to throw 2 psychic blades at the cultist in front of Corbin. Please, may I hit? God damn it. That's an 8 on the first one.
Whiffs over his head.
And a 21 on the second.
Definitely will hit.
That will do 5 psychic and 9 sneak attack for 14 damage.
Falls silently to the ground, dead as a doornail.
And then me and my 8 hit points are going to duck back into the doorway.
You get temp hit points.
Yes, thank you. And that's my turn.
Okay. Reya will strike out at the devil again. You see she's beginning to tire a little bit. Why won't you just die? Just die, go back to the 9 hells where you belong. And she misses twice. The creature just swats her blade out of the air.
Damn it.
Falaster struggles with Ophelia's belongings, finds a red vial. It wasn't the potion of fire
No.
breath, right, that you still
No,
have in your
I
bag,
used
right?
it.
Okay, fantastic. Just making sure. Sees it, goes, okay, uncorks it, and pours it down your throat, Ophelia. You will get back 2d4 plus 2 hit points. You get back 4.
Okay, well, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I rolled double ones, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
Okay, Ophelia, you are alive with 4 hit points.
She stands. Seeing how it went last time, Ophelia will use her last spell to cast Cure Wounds level 2 on herself.
All right. 10 hit points back. You're at 14.
Okay, I'll take it. Ophelia will stand at the ready with her rapier in hand, and that's the end of her turn.
Falaster stands up after dumping the healing potion down your throat, backs away, and goes through, and he backs up against the wall directly behind him, and the wall pivots, and you guys watch him sort of almost fall into a room directly behind him. He goes, "What the hell? Okay, sorry, bigger problems in front of me." All right, Duke Thalamra Vanthampur will fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at Corbin.
Yeah.
Both of them, I think, will miss. A nat 1, obviously, and a 17.
Armor class is 18.
Thank God.
All right. Beautiful things. It is now the devil's turn. The devil will take his standard claw, whippy tail on the creatures around him. He'll go in a different order this time. He'll start with Falaster, since Falaster seems to be a little weaker, maybe, than the others. That will hit Falaster for 8 piercing.
Oof.
That will hit Falaster again for 6 piercing. And then he smiles and his tail positions, and Falaster's like, and then it will hit Falaster again with his tail. Will hit him for 6 piercing, so it's a total of 12 plus 8, 20 damage.
Oh,
ouchie,
boy.
ouchie, ouchie. Falaster is looking quite messed up.
Yeah, as you would.
Renascence, it's your turn.
Okay. I raise my left hand and whistle at it. DC 13 wisdom save.
23.
Oh my God.
Nothing happens. We get back together.
We must kill it.
Did you have anything else, Renascence?
Oh,
Okay. The cultists, or the only cultist that's left, will attack Corbin with his scimitar attack. Misses with an 8. Corbin, your turn.
All right, Corbin's going to say, Hylan, I need you. And he's going to step around this cultist.
Okay.
10, 15. And he's just going to break from him. And he's going to go right up to, so he'll take an op attack. And he's going to go right up to Duke Thalamra there.
That's a 22 on the opportunity attack.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh God.
3 slashing damage.
It does nothing to me.
Oh God.
So
from
10
temp.
HP. Yep.
And Corbin will slash at her with a 13.
A 13 will hit.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's 8 slashing damage.
All right, she takes it all, and she starts to bleed. Blood starts trickling out of her mouth. She grins.
How wounded is she?
She's pretty badly wounded. I'd say much more than bloodied.
I told you I was coming for you. That's all I've got. I will roll my temp HP to see if I can get... Oh, I'm back to 10.
All right, very cool. Hylan, you're up.
All right, I heard Corbin. I step out the door. I look down the hall. I see him fighting Duke Thalamra. I will throw 2 blades at her. Okay, I'm paying for the last session. It's an 8.
An 8 will miss.
Second one's a 15.
A 15 will hit.
That's 4 psychic and 7 sneak attack for 11 damage.
Ooh. She is sort of coughing blood, and just like her hair, which was perfectly coiffed before, is now just a tangled mess just hanging over her face.
Okay, and I'm gonna duck back into this room.
All right. Reya will make 2 attacks with advantage against this devil. because she's flanking. She's like, I am so tired of you. She drops her shield and she goes at this thing two-handed with her longsword. She hits it once and does 12 slashing, reduced to 6.
Good.
Falaster is badly wounded. Falaster says, I'm a little faster than you. I didn't catch you. Oh, Reya? Yes. Hold on 1 second. Let me just see if I can. And he tries to stab this thing and do hopefully some sneak attack damage because he's a cool spy guy.
Yeah.
And he has advantage on the attack roll. So here we go. Oh, he misses with a 12. God damn it. But he's got 4 hit points. At this point in time, he's just got a bonus disengage and run to the corner. Ophelia, your turn.
Okay, Ophelia will do her best. And will try to kill this thing. Stab it with her rapier. Because she too is getting real tired of its bullshit. That's an 18.
Yes.
An 18 will hit.
Yes, 8 piercing damage.
All right, reduced to 4 because you don't have magical weapons. It definitely sinks in. A little bit of green blood falls on the floor. Thing hisses.
She hisses back.
Oh, you are learning his language of love.
She'll just say, fuck you.
In Infernal, and he responds,
Anytime.
No, I don't.
oh,
no.
clearly.
That was.
Yeah, ew.
Kendall. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's devils, you know. All right, Thalamra wants to see you pay dearly, since you obviously have the sword that killed her favorite son. So she will take disadvantage with both of these Eldritch Blasts as she tries to shoot you in the face from point blank range. Oh, damn, if you didn't have disadvantage, darn it, Andy.
I got in your face.
Indeed you did. Very nice. She blasts you twice, or attempts to. Her hands sort of like go up just a little bit overcompensating and misses you both times with a 17.
Ooh, just missed.
Just
Both
missed.
off my shield.
Yeah, ping pong. And then she just like balls up her fists and she's like, okay, bugbear, let's see what you got with fisted fighting. And now it is the devil's turn. 1 attack on Ophelia, 1 attack on Renascence, 1 attack on Reya. Hopefully they don't hit you. 1 attack on Ophelia, that's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 piercing damage.
Ouch. Still up, though.
Oh, thank God.
Second attack on Reya, an 11, which will miss. And the third attack on Renascence, a 12.
Yes.
Renascence, your turn.
Disengage.
Alrighty.
I'm going to run up to be next to Hylan, which hopefully puts me within range of Corbin's Twilight Sanctuary.
It does.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. This cultist will come on the other side of Corbin and will now have advantage on his attack because the Thalamra's on the other side of him. 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
5 slashing damage.
So he hits me and nothing happens to
Love
me.
it.
And I laugh at him.
That awesome shield of temporary HP. Corbin, your turn.
Corbin is just going to laugh at both of them and stab at her once again with his scimitar.
Oh boy.
18,
18 will hit.
5 slashing damage.
All right. Does not knock her to the ground, but very close.
Almost there. And I will once again roll my temp HP and I'm back up to 8.
Okay. Hylan, your turn.
Okay, in this room, I see everybody's just getting pummeled by this devil. I look out into the hallway. I want to help Corbin, but he seems in better shape than they do. So I'm gonna try to throw 1 psychic blade at the devil and see what happens.
Okay.
That's a 10.
We'll miss, unfortunately.
I'm gonna throw the other one at it. I'm sick of this fucking thing.
Go for it.
The 7.
A 7 will also miss. You're starting to tire. Your blades are coming out at random angles.
Okay. I don't have anything else I can do. I'm just going to move 1 square in case anybody wants to go out the door.
All right. Reya is also starting
Finish it, Reya.
Her breath is coming out in ragged sighs, just like, and she swings again, two-handed against this devil, even though her hands are just coated with blood from every time she hits. She gets pierced by this creature's barbs. She doesn't seem to care. She'll hit once, doing 5 slashing damage,
Oh, this thing.
taking another D10 Oh no, 9.
Oh no.
All right, Reya is just like, she just swings with all of her might and her arms, just gets stuck in this creature's barbs, and you just rakes down her arm. And you just see blood starting to fountain onto the ground. Falaster screams across the room, and you, Renascence, he says, "Do you got any more of those healing potions?"
I say, yeah, but it's for dead people. But people who are almost dead, and you look all right.
No, very much not all right. He points at his like massive holes in his chest where he's been mangled by this devil.
Behind me, get behind me.
Throw a dagger.
Okay. He says, he like looks around the room for the dagger that he threw it in the room. And he does a quick perception check. And he finds it. He's like, oh, there you are. And then he picks up the dagger and he goes, okay, getting behind you. And then he uses his action to throw the dagger across the room over at the devil. This is ridiculous.
He has allies adjacent to the devil.
Yes, he does, so he can get sneak attack. And he gets an 18.
Yes!
Yes!
And he does 8 piercing damage,
Okay, that's good. Every little bit.
reduced to 4. And what is that sneak attack damage? It is an additional 2d6.
Nice.
So it's an additional 4, reduced to 2. So that's 6 total damage.
Every little
And the
bit.
dagger sticks into this creature's flesh. All right, that is Falaster's turn. Ophelia, you're up.
She yells in infernal
Just fucking die already.
and she stabs it again. It's advantage because I'm flanking. 21 should hit.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
10 piercing damage, so it'll take 5.
All right, you will take some piercing damage of your own, unfortunately. 2 piercing damage from the barbs.
Ow.
Is a disaster.
I'm up.
It's a wonderful
I'm-
disaster.
I have 2 more healing potions on my person. Throwing that out there. She says to the group, so everybody knows.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anything else, Ophelia?
that's it for me.
All right. Thalamra Vanthampur rolls up her sleeves on both sides, and like Rocky, her face is bruised, bloodied, and she's just like, "Come and get me, you big furry piece of shit!" And then she takes 2 gigantic swings at your face with unarmed strikes.
She doesn't say cut me, Mick. Come me, Mick.
A 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Oh, right in the chin.
Bam! 4 bludgeoning damage, and then she takes another swing. That's a 20 to hit, so that might miss you.
No, 20 hit.
Oh my gosh! So 4 bludgeoning and plus 4 bludgeoning. So bam, bam, Drago-esque pounds of her fist go into your fuzzy face.
She pops me twice, and literally nothing happens. I had 8 temp HP.
I love it. I love it. So like it hits you once, your head sort of
Amazing.
rocks to the left. She hits you twice, and your rocks to the right, and you just like look down at her like, "That'll you have." I must break
so
you.
great.
I would love to fight her one-on-one, but I can't with this
Oh,
other
man.
guy here.
Maybe you'll have a chance later. We'll see. All right, that is the Thalamra's turn. The devil is on its last legs, and so it sort of shrieks. Makes this awful shrieking sound. And every creature within 30 feet of this devil who can see it, please make a wisdom saving throw. So that is Ophelia, Falaster. I think that's it. Renascence, you're out of range. Oh, and Reya. Wisdom saving throws, please.
That's a 4 for me.
Oh noes. Hold on. That is a 3 from Reya.
Oh God.
And Falaster, a 6. Oh, noes.
This is
No.
This is so
all going down.
that's oh God. I'm so stressed out.
I don't mean to stress you out, Carrie. I apologize. I'm not going to end our session here. We are going to finish this shit out in whatever way necessary.
Yeah, we are.
On a very special podcast. It's gonna be bad. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. This is 3d8 psychic damage.
3d8.
14. Okay.
I'm down.
Good news.
Oh.
That's not the good news. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that's the good news.
I was like, what?
Oh, sorry, Ofelia. I did not mean to be
fine.
coinciding with what you had to say. All right.
Reya might not be down.
Reya is definitely not down, but she is badly hurt. This is the worst you've ever seen her. She is just messed up. Her skin is pale. Her eyes are bulging out of her head. Blood is starting to trickle out of her nose. Falaster falls to the ground. He does not die. He is breathing very, very raggedly. He's one of those kind of cool NPCs that gets death saving throws.
Cool.
Yeah. That doesn't mean he's immortal. That just means he gets death saving throws. Renascence, it's your turn.
Raise my left hand. And it makes a DC 13 wisdom save.
16. Sorry.
Nothing happens.
Anything else, Renascence?
Just back up a space.
Fair enough. The cultist, seeing that the Duke is on her last legs, continues to fight against your exposed back here, Corbin.
Go for it.
That's a 9, even with advantage. Corbin, your turn.
Awesome.
Corbin's gonna just smile at her. You're dead. And he's gonna stab her.
Go for it.
Well, how does an 8 do?
An 8 does not do well, unfortunately. You do not get the killing blow this turn, sir.
All right. I will take my temp HP of 7. And that's my turn.
Hylan, your turn.
I'm gonna throw both of these psychic blades at this devil with the fury of 1,000 suns. That's a non-natural 20.
That will hit.
God.
You'll get sneak attack.
That does 7 psychic and 8 sneak attack for 15 damage on the first hit.
Hylan, how do you wish for this devil
Yes!
to finally meet its end on this physical plane?
I just shing my hands out like Wolverine. And then I just scream and throw one at it. And it just bamps into it. And then I'm not sure what it would do. It psychically dies. So I guess it would probably scream and die.
It explodes back to hell, I guess.
Indeed. Like all the other devilish creatures that you have met thus far, it screams in pain. Its eyes sort of sink into its skull like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it just melts into this black goo and seeps into the ground.
Okay, and then I back out the door and I throw the second one at the cultist behind Corbin.
Love it.
That's a 19 to hit.
Indeed it will.
That's 4 psychic.
All right, that kills that particular cultist as well.
Nice.
Double kill.
Thank God. I needed that.
There should be a sound effect for double kill, Carrie, on the podcast.
Double kill.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, exactly.
Double kill. If you miss it, you better be dead or in jail. And if you're in jail, break out.
The best ever. Awesome. Anything else, Hylan?
I just say, she's all yours, Corbin. And then I back into the room and I slump against Renascence.
Okay. Reya sees this creature dissolve before her eyes, and she just like looks down at it.
Ofelia.
Hold on! And she runs over to Ofelia and attempts to do a medicine check to stabilize her.
It's got pockets full of potions.
Oh, okay, quickly! And then she grabs, how many potions do you have total, Ofelia? Because we've used
I have
one.
2. I bought them at the market.
All right, do you want to roll the 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, I think I should do it this time. That's going to be 5 hit points.
Beautiful. All right, so that is 2 out of your 3. You come back with 5 hit points.
Thank goodness.
Falaster will make a death saving throw. 15, 1 success. Okay, Ofelia, you are awake with 5 hit points.
Oh, Falaster.
I will.
Daisy chain it.
I run over to Falaster.
Very nice. I'll allow you to use the last one.
And he heals for 8 hit points.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. He's like, oh, that tastes delicious. So that's what that tastes like.
Welcome back, friend.
Oh, you called me your friend. I like that very much.
Aw.
Duke Thalamra Vanthampur.
Got this bitch.
Yield, old woman, yield.
You don't even need to make an intimidation check because nobody gets the best of the infamous DTV. She's like,
I am not down with DTV.
you're not down with DTV?
No.
Thalamra's just like, she's just gonna try to do a couple body blows at you. She's been practicing.
They didn't do anything last time.
Well, let's see what happens this time.
All right.
22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
4 bludgeoning.
All right.
19 to hit.
That hits.
4 bludgeoning. Boom, boom.
She finally draws 1 point of blood.
Oh, the drop of blood just like falls slow-mo down onto her fist, and she's like, it was all worth it in the end. Renascence, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna step out into the hallway. Okay, she is not close enough for me to get to her. Gonna get out of Hylan's way, get as close as I can, and tell you what.
Yes.
Don't get close to her.
It's behind my back, and I pull a javelin, and I'm gonna chuck a javelin at her.
Where did this javelin come from?
I'm not sure I've ever successfully done this. Yeah,
Chucking.
but I crit.
Oh my god. How much damage do you do?
She takes 7 piercing and 4 critical, so 11 piercing damage.
Renascence, how do you wish to end?
Oh my god.
I said, "What's going on out here?"
This is the best. Like, you're like,
I just come stomping down the hall. I said, "Fuck's sake!" I pull out my javelin.
and like Duke Thalamra Vanthampur, the last thing she sees before a massive metal javelin pierces her through the eye and comes out the back of her skull is your grinning face, Corbin. And then her life ends.
I cannot believe we're alive.
Corbin catches her and lowers her slowly to the ground and lops off her head with the same sword.
It's the nicest way to do it is to cut the head off when it's already dead.
When they're sleeping, it's the best. Who threw that? That was Ren, come on. You took that from me.
Lean against the wall. Go through her pockets for loose change.
That's always the best way to end a D&D adventure. Just go through the pockets for loose change.
Corbin loots her corpse.
That's where we're going to stop for tonight. Always loot, folks. That's the lesson we've learned. Always loot the body.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening. This episode featured the Dungeon Master stylings of Matt Gordon, with Tal Aviezer as Renascence, Andy Cannistra as Painbearer Corbin Shiv, Rachel Tamarin as Ofelia, and me, Carolyn Fox, as Hylan. This episode was edited by me and Tal Aviezer. Our original theme music is by Lauren Anker and Anthony DiMasso. Some sound effects in this episode are courtesy of Syrinscape and Monument Studios. Remember, if you enjoy Podcast Party Descent into Avernus, please follow the show, rate us, and leave us a review. Thanks very much for listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the next episode.
Oh, you know what? Let's do a little coda.
Where was the old lady?
There we go.
Yeah.
See, this is where the coda is. Okay. So as you guys are sort of gathering your things and sort of taking your breath, you're like, what do you ask, Corbin?
Where's the other mean old lady? Where'd she go?
Where's our mean old lady?
Yeah, Oz.
Well, I think we left her back in that room.
And you see from an unknown perspective, Lady Satir Theon Hune smiling to herself as she walks towards the stairwell up into the house and says to herself, "Oh, that shield. We'll get it very, very soon." And walks out into the day of Baldur's Gate.
I knew we should have killed her.
Slobber chops will kill her.
Oh, we gotta get Slobber Chops on the
Does
way
she leave
out.
the door open? Because Slobber chops probably run right down into the basement if she does.